Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm writing to Are there any shortcuts in life? Gaur does. I will say yes, to a certain degree, of course. More than likely, I think can all agree that the majority of shortcuts in life are not worth taking. They are probably for more of the detriment than the benefit of what you get if you were to take the shortcut. But I do believe there are some shortcuts in life. Shortcuts, in I guess my opinions, are just easier ways to do things or get to things. But the thing is though is that getting these good shortcuts aren't something that comes very easily and aren't something that comes in a short amount of time. It takes a while. It takes a wise person learning the hard way how to do something and then now teaching a person that shortcut. And maybe that's not the right definition of shortcut, but I do believe in some shortcuts in life. What are those shortcuts? I do some of them at my work and they work out. They prolong the usage of a product because we are extending it by me doing a shortcut. But not all shortcuts are bad, but there are definitely a lot of them that are pretty bad, in my opinion.
There are no shortcuts, guys.
Alright, well, anyways, that's the end of the video. Alright, let's keep watching.
Please understand. You want material success, you want spiritual success, you want good relationships. There are no shortcuts to relationships. All these Instagram reels and all this short TikTok content and this 30 seconds and 10 seconds and 15 seconds of say I love you, 15 seconds of वो 15 सेकंड में थोड़े ही बनता है रिश्ता.
I'll disagree a little bit here. There is a shortcut in relationships. Um, But I'll say it this way. If you're 100% true to yourself, you do not compromise of who you are, you will find out in a shortcut who are people you can keep and who are people you cannot keep. There'll be a lot of those people. There are going to be some people out there who will take the not shortcut and maybe, go through a harder road and maybe eventually end up being your friends. Maybe being able to stomach uh, the person that you are. I'm not saying like you're a bad person. It's just that maybe there's something that they don't like about you. Like maybe how you laugh. Either is this one show I watch, the way this woman laughs, it sounds fake, and I, it's weird. If I could never hear her laugh, I'd be perfectly okay. It's terrible. I know it's really weird. Maybe I just have to get used to it, and then maybe it'll grow on me. So that's the thing right there. So anyways, but I find that being just true to yourself is in some ways a shortcut because there are people out there who aren't being true to themselves because they want to please people. And then again, maybe not the right definition of shortcut, but in my opinion, it's a very short path to knowing whether someone is compatible with you or not in some degrees. So if it's a shorter path, it's in a lot of sense a shortcut. You're not having to tiptoe around things to see whether they're compatible with you or not. So I think that's a shortcut. That's a pretty good definition of it, right?
It's a process. मंथन करना पड़ता है. दूध का दही, दही को मथ के मक्खन, मक्खन को जला के घी, तब बनता है clarified butter. Success in your work comes by manthan.
Whether you're in a relationship, spirituality, or relation. Oh, I'm sorry. Whether you're in work, spirituality, or relationship, success only comes through it. Consistent effort. Yes, absolutely. That's never the case. But the problem is whenever people how do I say, are tiptoeing around certain subjects or tiptoeing around certain things. This is what makes the process longer. The shortcut to a relationship in some degrees, excluding obviously all that is required, but being your true self, being who you are. And then no longer you have to worry about tiptoeing or anything like that.
Success in your spiritual life comes by Manthan. Success in your relationships comes by Manthan. There are no shortcuts to fitness. There are no shortcuts to spirituality. There are no shortcuts to relationships. And anybody wants to take shortcuts? Sorry. You know what you will be? Shortcuts say we become like a shooting star. Woo! And woo. How many of you seen fitness as a 10 kilo kam ho gaya? You have to eat in a sustain. Your fitness plan must be a sustainable plan. शूटिंग स्टार ऐसा ऐसा गया और उससे डबल बाहर आया. Doesn't work. We don't want to be shooting stars. We want to be the pole star. Pole star remains there and inspires many to take that journey in their lives. Our journey from Manthan is from moving from a shooting star to a pole star. We don't care that much about ability. We care more about stability. Shooting star is about ability. Pole star is about stability.
What's a pole star? Like the North Pole star? And the South Pole star? I don't know. What's the pole star? He said it's like a pole, right? Pole?
Star is about ability. Pole star is about stability. And that's a process.
No, well, I was over with quick. So I disagree with a little bit what he says, but mostly agree with what he says. So again, there are genuine shortcuts in life. It's something that takes time and efforts and a lot of mistakes, and it's a process for sure. When you learn when you learn a lot of things and you become wise in life, you realize there are shortcuts in life. If you want to call it a shortcut, maybe shortcut's not the right terminology, but it is when the path is shorter. I guess because technically the right path is not really a shortcut, but we all seem to take the longer way around, that the right path seems like a shortcut. So again, like I guess making friends, you tiptoe, like when you first initially met someone, you don't offend them, you want to be kind, you kind of want to ease into your jokes there and all that, and that makes sense. And only to come to find out 1 or 2 years later you're not compatible because your jokes aren't, you know, compatible with each other or whatever else it may be. Same things with relationships, same things with jobs. You're sitting there doing your job and you're hoping that you get a promotion or something like that. And then all of a sudden, just not to get a promotion and not say anything about it, you're just hoping that they would give it to you. The shortcut, even though it's not technically a shortcut, but could be seen as a shortcut, is to ask. Say, hey, look, I'm doing this to get promoted. Is there promotion involved in my position? They could say, no, actually, we just wanted to hire you for this position, and that's it, no promotions. They could be upfront with you like that. And then you say, you know what? Well, I'll work this job then until I find a better one. Because clearly there's no upward mobility here. It's anything. Again, whether it's the right definition of shortcut or not, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, though. To me, it seems like shortcuts, but honestly, it's probably just the correct path to take. But I think we all kind of, in majority cases, tiptoe around the right path. Like censoring yourself, tiptoeing around who you are, so you can be nice and kind to people. It's not to say you don't be nice and kind, but it's more along the lines because you don't know what they'll be offended by, or you don't know what they do and do not like. So you're sitting there like, oh, I can't say that, they might not like this. And even though that's a joke that you say with your friends all the time, and mind you, it's not necessarily like it's offensive jokes or anything like that, because maybe you and your friends always offend each other because of whatever it is. Someone's too short, someone's too tall, someone's too skinny, someone's too fat. Y'all joke around about all these things. But whenever you meet a new person, we tend to tiptoe around these things. And the shortcut is to get to who you are quicker. Or maybe, swing from the fences and do it right away. Make fun of someone you just met. And then you can see, and they go like, then we could take that and say, you know what, you're a B, and then you could laugh at them for calling you a bastard. And then you just became best of friends. You just insulted each other and became best friends. Because there are people out there like that. I'm kind of like one of them. Because you have to, of course, have a kind of a tone to it, you know. So, anyways, are there any shortcuts in life? I do believe so. There are very few of them, and most of them, honestly, are probably not genuine shortcuts, but just being your genuine self is probably the shortcut, or probably the true path. And because of us tiptoeing around whatever it is that who we are, we tend to take the longer path. So that's my reactions to this. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, the sound down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.